Thank you for tuning in to Connect More, featuring the shared experiences, new adventures, and nightmares of four pals who have known each other for decades. Connect More utilizes the swear jar concept to raise funds for the American Cancer Society. When you hear this during the episode, the offender will contribute to the swear jar. We'll update the swear jar each week at the end of the program. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, yo, welcome to another episode of Connect More. I'm Eric. There's John.
How you doing?
That's Brian.
Greetings.
And that's Jason.
Hi, everyone.
On this episode of Connect More, John and I dig into the mailbag. Brian and Jason burn their crust, and we whip around on a Connect More classic, band names. But first, so last week was 4th of July weekend. How many digits did you puds blow off last week? So what's your most harrowing firework adventure you've ever had? Jason, I don't know why, but I feel like you got to have one.
Well, it's an all-American holiday around here. You know, I live outside of Dubuque on a little farm, and before Iowa legalized fireworks, my sister, who lives in Wisconsin, would bring down a whole trunk load of like those great big fireworks, like the big ones that, you know, they're the big
Cakes.
cardboard cubes that shoot
Cakes.
those giant rockets. What do they call them?
Cakes?
Cakes? You know,
Cakes,
whatever.
yep.
They're giant.
Oh.
And so she'd buy a whole big pile of them. And we always had to get a couple pictures of her out in the driveway, like lighting one while she's holding a beer. That was always the required photo. Then we'd load up. My dad's got a big flatbed trailer that he pulls behind his John Deere 520. We all put a bunch of lawn chairs in the trailer, and he pulls us way up into the pasture, and we go up there and we light off these giant fireworks into the sky. And then once we've done that all, then we take a ride way up onto the top of the hill, and we can look out all over the countryside, and you can see all the fireworks going off like for 15 miles around us. You can see this fireworks going off on every little town, every little farmstead is shooting off fireworks. It's very wholesome and fun.
So now we know the next big forest fire in Iowa will be named the nicest ranch fire.
You never know. As long as I don't get put on trial for it.
That is a very pleasant story. That is very nice. And when you talk about Sarah then reaching in to, to light the fireworks and stuff, let me tell you this one. It was 87, 88. I was working at the drive-in theater, and the 4th of July was a huge night at the drive-in theater because we'd have our three, we had 2 screens then, and then we had 3 movies on each screen. But on 4th of July, we would do a fireworks display. Now, folks, back in the 80s, we didn't have all these professional firework people walking around. So, it was the manager would buy some of those bulbs. They look like grenades with long... long, the wicks. Yep. And he just went out there during the day and just dug holes in the ground and put these things in there. And then we had basically flares on a broomstick. And so we'd be out there and you'd be lighting them, and then you want it constant. So you'd be running from one to the other. And some of these things would they would just go up. They would go up and not get very far. They would be literally just over our heads and blow up. And I don't want to insult anyone that's been in a war or anything. But wow, we were like in the woods behind the screen, and just the smell and the fireworks blowing all around you. I still have, nightmares about this.
Minimum wage, right? Minimum wage?
Very minimum. Minimum wage back then, kids, was, what was it, $3.50?
Or $4.25 or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it was $3 something. It was below $4. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, they might have been tipping out the windows at the drive-in for the fireworks.
After that, my next 2 seasons after that, I made sure that I didn't work, the 4th of July fireworks shift.
I don't really have anything harrowing, but maybe micro harrowing, because we used to play it pretty fast and loose with those bottle rockets, right? You put them in a beer can, you put them in a coffee can. We used to use PVC, right? About a 2-3 foot piece of PVC, and they burn down at various speeds and they take off at various heights, right? So there's always one that's like, it goes off like 6 feet over your head or less. And I had that happen a couple of times. You light it and run. We were not smart enough to use the longer grill lighters that they have now. We were doing it with Bic lighters, and you would get that thing going. By the time you knew it was going, you were probably in serious trouble.
Like the longest length you had to light anything back in those days was like those longer fireplace matches.
Or they call them, didn't they call them pudge sticks or something? It was like a smoldering stick.
Yeah.
You could keep it going. Yeah.
Something like that.
Wasn't it called something like that?
It was something like that. So my in-laws do a redneck 4th of July every year. And July 1st, 2023 is the day the music almost died.
Shot down Buddy Holly's plane with
Count your digits, everybody.
So we light off fireworks, but it's like a few, at minimum, probably $3-4 grand worth of fireworks. The cakes, the mortars, they literally screw the mortars into a plywood table, and then they put cakes on top of the table also, and they just light shit up, right? And beer in one hand, blowtorch in the other hand. And well, this piece of plyboard had been used for a couple years, and something happened where, and I stopped doing it. I was up the hill watching this, but I was like, something's going wrong. Something's going really wrong.
Ween is clarifying his role. If he's already backing off his role.
Yeah, I was like, there's enough drunk people handling this. They don't need my help, right? I'm gonna enjoy it for 1 year because it's hot usually, right? So anyway, so they're lighting off mortars and cakes, and then all of a sudden one didn't go, and that table blew up. Ooh. Literally blew up. Like a whole cake blew up on the table.
Oh.
But here's the other deal. They had stuff already lit. And so that table went down like a V, right?
Oh.
And those fucking cakes were aimed right at us.
Now it's a launcher.
And so I was like, we gotta move now. Everybody get the fuck up and go. And luckily,
was it Monty Python, the Holy Grail?
It was pretty close to that. Run away. Run away. And anyway, yeah. So that was just bad. But every year, and I got a good video, we could show this on our website and stuff too, where they have a big bonfire at the end. So this is the grand finale every year. They take all the brush and stuff from the acreage, furniture, wherever else they got all year long, and they have like a 10-foot high thing with brush, wood, couches, whatever they got. They put gas on this thing, and then they stand maybe 30, 40 yards away, and they light up a Roman candle into it.
I think that was called Visha until about 2011.
Oh, I captured this on video 1 year. It is classic. And so those flames go up about 30, 40 feet. And
I've got a suggestion. You could take, all the cardboard boxes that are left over from the fireworks you've been shooting off earlier, put those on there too.
Oh, we do. Trust me. That's in the video.
Good. Just in case there's an unspent, rocket in there.
Yes. So, well, here's the other part. When that stuff goes off, you don't know where it's going to come out of the fire, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So you don't stand very close when that fire is going. So, but that's every year we do this. It's crazy.
Well, the good news about this segment is we just got Brian's funeral arrangements out of the way.
That's right. That's right.
We know it'll be in mid-July.
It'll be the 4th of July weekend, whenever that is. We just know.
Oh, man. It's like a Viking funeral, but it's on land.
And
That's right.
And he's Norwegian. It's perfect.
That's right.
Works perfect.
It makes sense.
Works.
It totally makes sense.
The grounded Norwegian, the beached Norwegian.
But I got real good pictures and video of this, so
All right, let's go.
You guys will enjoy it.
Light it up let's light this candle. Hey, I'm going to do the entitled prick thing as I usually do, and say I have had the pleasure of being in the air across our state, just about dusk, not at the really cool moment, but as the fireworks were already starting, and you can see fireworks from dozens of locations when you're in the air.
Watch. I've
Fly
done that too.
on July 4th at some point in your life. Schedule it, do it. Fly on July 4th.
I have done this too. It is wonderful. Yep.
Good tip. All right, boys. Well, now it's time to stick some firecrackers in a mailbox. Everyone wants into the act, so we're letting everyone into the act. In this segment called Mail Call, we tackle the questions our listeners are dying to get answers to from us for some reason. So our voice memo for this show comes from Emily, and it's about celebrity nemeses. Roll the tape.
Hey, Connect More podcast. It's Emily from Iowa. My question for you today is, do you have an irrational celebrity nemesis? My nemesis is Neal McDonough, that played Damien Dark in Arrow. I don't know what it is about him, but it could be any movie or TV show that he pops up in, and I feel my blood boil, and I have no idea why. So he is my celebrity nemesis. Just wondering who yours would be.
Yeah, I like Emily. Shout out to Neal McDonough, from Minority Report. He was recently on one of the hottest shows ever, Yellowstone, just recently. I remember him from playing Damien Dark in the Arrowverse, mostly in Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow. And he usually plays that kind of asshole bad guy, right? So what do you guys think of Emily's choice for her rivalry there with McDonough?
Well, before that guy even opens his mouth, you're like, that guy's a douche. I mean, seriously.
He does that really well.
It's what drives those character actors. I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's he's got that part down. I've seen him in play good guy roles, and I'm like, I ain't buying this. When's he gonna turn?
Well, he was in Band of Brothers.
Yes, he was.
And he was a good guy in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was really good in that. So,
it's kind of that close cropped hair, like those guys that have that real close, not quite shaved, but I don't know, just ugh.
Yeah. So, I think the guy then that every time I see him, he bristles me is and kind of a not a big huge name is an actor named Michael Ironside.
Oh yeah.
You've seen him in Total Recall, Starship Troopers.
He got big for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always got just like McDonough, he's got these parts like a bad guy in a lot of movies and TV shows. He was in ER for a season or two, and he was in Top Gun. But that guy's always just even when you look at him, you just want to say, calm down. Just relax. The guy is just so intense. He just makes me intense as soon as I see him. Ugh, just bristle up.
Doesn't he kind of have a heart of gold in Starship Troopers though? Doesn't he kind of come around and it's like he's tough on the outside, but he's got a soft, kind of a.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, he supports the kids, right? He was kind of that asshole teacher and all that.
Yeah,
drill sergeant type of guy.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he's friends with the troops and meets his demise. But spoiler alert, kids.
Is he in RoboCop too?
No, I don't think he is. The dad from that 70s show was the piss ant in RoboCop.
There you go.
And I'm blanking on his name.
That was a killer turn.
But Ironside is in Total Recall. He's the bad guy in Total Recall.
Right.
He was
Right.
very hateable.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
Yep.
Yeah. Who do you get? Who drives you guys crazy when you see him on the Ween? Who drives you nuts? Who do you want to throw an egg at the screen?
3 words: Elon fucking Musk.
Elon. Okay, yeah.
This is pretty obvious, right?
What's he been in?
Steady
I
now.
think
He's
it's
going to be
the-
your first trillionaire.
I think it's the
That's right. Yeah,
promises the
mine.
world and delivers pretty subpar results. I mean, sure, he says, "Oh, this is going to come up before the end of the year," and 3 years later, you're sitting around waiting for your fucking Cybertruck, right? Just bullshit like that, you know? Just like, really? He's got a real weird personal life, 14 kids, all with really weird names, and people, especially Americans, mistake his South African accent to make him seems like he's smart, right? I'm not saying the guy's dumb, but I think he's in a whole other reality, and it just annoys the fuck out of me. I cannot stand him.
He hosted Saturday Night Live once, I think, didn't he? And it was a huge like disaster.
Yeah. I put Mark Zuckerberg in the same thing. Those guys just don't give a flying fuck, and I just just annoy me. I can't stand listening to them. I can't stand seeing them. I just want out of the room.
Well, I'll back you up on that. It's one thing if it's like somebody who's always had success in life and comes from a great family and they're like, on top of everything and like the great athlete, the whole thing. And that's easy to hate. But it's even worse when it's this sort of nerd fantasy to like get over on the rest of the world. And you're like, dude, get over it. Like you should have gotten past this when you were about 16, 21
Amen.
at the latest. Like calm down, go buy, you've bought an island, go there.
Yeah, please.
When
Stay
when he gets on Twitter and like argues with people, it's like, you're the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
Stop arguing with some keyboard warrior, in a basement in Little Rock, Arkansas. Knock it off, you dumb fuck. I mean, grow up.
It is about the size of the war chest, the money chest, with the lack of imagination. That is infuriating. I agree. He has like a 50 cal, I guess, that he gets out, right? And he'll hold it. It's not even on a stand, and he'll shoot that around for a little while. So he can be toy soldier. Yeah. Yep.
Well, if you guys want to chip in for a Christmas gift for me, you can give me a 50 cal anytime.
As if you don't have one of those. Don't come on the pod
50 cal.
and bullshit me about what's in your basement.
I do not have a 50 cal, but if we're going to...
because you couldn't figure out how to ship it back.
John, you got a celebrity that grates on your nerves?
Yeah, I don't know about greats, but in terms of like, creates all the feelings of this is the nemesis. I love the Scorsese mob movies, and I can't get enough. I think everybody in our generation has seen all those a few times. But there's always that element of like, it's De Niro, it's Pesci, it's Paul Sorvino, and it's like, all right, they found these Italian actors to act like mobsters. We get it. They're going to walk through a new set of characters. That is not true of Frank Vincent, who played Billy Batts in Goodfellas and was in all of the other Scorsese movies in one capacity or another. He's taller than the rest of them. He's got the hairline that comes way forward, which is a classic Italian look. And when he steps onto the set, that's the real guy, right? That's the guy who probably has killed people. And I love all of that. I love hating that guy. He's always carrying a baseball bat. It's always this menacing threat. He doesn't need to chirp like Pesci does. He just kills people. And I think that's a fantastic addition to those casts. If you watch the series about the making of The Godfather called The Offer, which is pretty interesting stuff, they talk about how they involved real mobsters for that one. I don't think Scorsese did as much of that, but I like to imagine that they pulled Frank Vincent right out of some neighborhood.
So it's not. So it's almost like, I mean, he is a badass, but it's not like you've got to, like, for the other nemeses that have been mentioned, that it's like when you see him on, you want to flip the channel because you despise watching them. You're compelled by this guy. You want to watch this guy.
Yeah, it is compelling, but it's right. He's the villain, and it's a bad reason. And yeah, I guess I would be more compelled. It's not as channel flipping instinct as much.
Yeah.
So
if you want the immediate channel flip, I'll give you Sam Neill. I can't believe they tried to make Sam Neill into a leading man. He's
Interesting.
great as a villain.
Okay.
And he's a goofy looking motherfucker and had no business having a movie career. And it just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Here we go.
It's like the what is it, the uncanny valley when you're watching a robot, like it's that guy seems like something that's not real.
Huh. I like that take. That's good.
Yeah.
Now again, we're back around at Jurassic Park. We've done Jurassic Park twice in this episode, and I don't know what that's about.
Two more segments to go. Who knows what's going to happen?
Jurassic Park pizza coming up. Let's go.
I can't believe with this generation that none of us went for the generational movie asshole in our time, who was William Zabka, right? From Karate Kid and Back to School. He was the bad boyfriend in European Vacation, right? I mean, he was always the guy in the 80s movies that when you needed the bad guy rival, he was it.
No, that's good. That's a deep cut, but it's good, Paco. I like it.
Is he in the new version of isn't there like that Cobra Kai or whatever?
Yeah, he is.
He in
Absolutely. Yes.
Pretty sure. Yeah. He co-executive produced the Cobra Kai. That's awesome. He got paid for being that guy.
What else is he going to do?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He's going to do it again.
He does a good job in that series.
He would be a good like Comic-Con interaction, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I'm sure that's a big portion of his portfolio.
And didn't he make a couple show appearance on How I Met Your Mother? Didn't he drop in on that show a couple times too? Yeah. But I think in our time that was the main nemesis when we were in the movies when we were growing up. I think he was the guy.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
And Hot Tub Time Machine. That's a good call out.
Yeah, totally. Yep, I like that one. How about I didn't really come into this feeling very strongly about anybody. But as you guys were going through it, I thought I'd throw a female into this one. How many of you guys are keeping it on the channel if Kathy Griffin comes on the screen?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Through the roof.
Not too often. Not too often.
Go.
No.
I mean, I know she's kind of leaned into that whole persona, but
Yeah.
I can't stand her. Even like that episode of Seinfeld that she's on where she's like his ne'er-do-well stand-up. It's just like, it's unwatchable.
No, she's in a couple Seinfeld episodes, and I'm with you. I turn those off right away. Can't do it. Yeah,
there's a whole thing where she trashed Seinfeld over that, right? It mirrored some real life spat or something.
I think something like that. Yeah, they did an episode about it. Yeah, but it's hard to watch.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, now that we're heated up, let's put a pizza in the oven.
We were raised on frozen pizza, Lunchables, and a rainbow of Kool-Aid packets. And somehow that made us full-fledged foodies and adult beverage snobs. Now we're here to tell you what's worth savoring and what belongs straight down the garbage disposal. This is You Gonna Finish That? And there's really nothing more worthy of scrutiny, I don't think, than what your favorite frozen pizza is. And I guess what I'd like to throw out there too with you guys is not only like, is it about flavor, but is it about cost? Is it about availability? Like the options, like the different kinds of crust and all those things that are options right now. Who's going to go old school and tell me that theirs is Tombstone? Wasn't that the big, like when we were kids, that was kind of the list, right?
Absolutely. That's all I ate for a really long time. You know, we used to, I'm going to make a second drive-in reference here in the show is, you know, we used to have Tombstone pizzas at the drive-in that people would order, and then we would burn them at the concession stand and then deliver them to your car.
Yeah, I'm also going to raise my hand for Tombstone. Probably 15 years of that. Yeah, and so my mom used to make me mad because Tombstone was the good one, and then when they were cheap, she would get the Jacks, which was not a good pizza. That was unfinishable, and so I had the opinion for the Tombstone. But we burned the Tombstone at home too. So what the fuck was that, right? Like, did everybody have this experience that it's impossible to get a Tombstone pizza right?
Well, we actually at home here, we've got like one of those pizza ovens, like those electric ones.
Yep.
Like the
with the timer on the
countertop
right-hand
with the
side.
timer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the only way to cook a frozen pizza. I don't care what anybody says. Putting
Yeah,
that thing
that's
in your
true.
oven is
Yeah.
is foolhardy. Like you were saying, John, you'll either undercook it or you'll burn the hell out of it.
Soggy
That
in
little
the middle
pizza
and
oven is the
black on the
only way to
outside.
do it.
Yeah, I hear you. So we had a later period when my kid was growing up. We got into the Freschettas, which was a square pizza that was sold at Target. That one was pretty good. And then I got to get a ruling on Papa Murphy's, because Papa Murphy's is you have them make it, but then you have to go and cook it.
to
It's
bake
not
it.
it's not frozen. It's fresh. And you guys know why that is? Everybody know why that is?
No.
As long as it's prepared by them and you carry it out, it was never frozen. It's eligible for SNAP. You can use your SNAP card, an EBT card, for food stamps to purchase Papa Murphy's. It is their business model. They were built on that. It was fresh ingredients for people who were using an EBT card.
Even with the recent changes in SNAP eligibility, is it still eligible?
I'm sure it's not anymore. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think it's just caviar and finely chopped meats. And,
Maybe a chocolate truffle every once in a while.
Soylent Green. I think Soylent Green still qualifies.
I think the worst one is Totino's. I mean, I grew up on that.
I think
we all
right.
grew up on that.
Jack's is bad, but I think Totino's takes the.
Yeah,
So
and
one
it's
you
even
get
worse
like
now.
You get like
It's
3 of
much
them
worse
for
now.
$5 or something. Is it something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's much worse now. You might as well eat the cardboard it comes in, okay? Because it'd be better. It's
I agree.
bad.
That was
I
bar
agree.
pizza, right? If you ordered it at a bar, that's what you were going to get, I feel like.
Totino's, maybe.
Yeah.
Totino's or Tombstone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more. Well, there's nothing more sad when you see the beautiful picture on the package or whatever, and you pull that thing out and you cut the plastic off, and those pathetic toppings it just looks like some pimply faced teenager just like threw them on there and they threw it in the freezer. It's just like, it's so unappetizing.
Who moves the pepperonis around? Do you move
Oh,
the
you got
pepperonis?
to.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah,
Even
to
on the
redistribute.
survey?
Oh, yeah.
How long is too
Yeah.
long to spend working on those
Yeah.
pepperonis?
You got to
Yeah.
redistribute the pepperoni.
Do you guys
got-
doctor
got
them
to.
up? Do you
Always.
add to them?
Always doctor them. Add
What do you
spice
put
to it. Well, you might
Spice?
put banana pepper,
I'll do
banana
extra
peppers
shredded
on it.
cheese. If I've got cheese around, I'll do cheese.
cheese, sometimes Italian seasoning. Sometimes I'll
cut-
put bacon
So
on.
you'll customize it all the time.
Yeah, especially like those Papa Murphy's ones. I have to add seasoning to it because they're just so blah.
Sure.
So,
But
Linus,
yeah.
before, did you have were you trying to ask us what our favorite one was or something?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, what's the
Okay.
good stuff now?
I'll tell you the good stuff right now. And we were lucky enough when we lived in Clinton, we had a jewel store because we were still in the Chicago market. And they had Home Run Inn frozen pizza. So Home Run Inn is actually a restaurant in Chicago known for their pizzas. And they make a frozen pizza. And their crust is a sourdough crust. But the good news is now Hy-Vee is starting to sell them in Iowa and some Iowa locations. And
Oh.
these things are spectacular. We usually keep 1 or 2 of them in the freezer for just such occasions, break glass, when you got nothing else to eat. And they're fantastic. Absolutely love those things.
They're definitely legendary in Chicago. I mean, that's a big
Yeah.
deal there.
Right. It's a destination pizza in
Well,
Chicago. I'm going to put in for Motor City Pizza Company. You can get at Costco.
There you go.
And now that comes with a defibrillator. That's a 3-day project. you got to plan which side of that pizza you're going to eat tonight because you're not getting through all of it.
Now wait, because
And,
why is it piled high? I'm a new Costco card
It's a
holding
Detroit
member.
style pizza, so it's
Detroit
thick.
square dish, very
Okay.
deep, lots of crust, and that has to be what you want, right? You have to be in the mood for it. The crust toasts up really nice, and they put plenty of toppings on it.
And the
You got to
crust
put that thing in the oven. You're not putting that in the tabletop
no.
pizza oven thing because that probably wouldn't even fit in there. It's too thick.
So what's the
to
is it
slide
that,
in.
what's the brand name of it then?
It's Motor City
Pizza Company.
It
Yep.
is. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Get the double pepperoni at Costco.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
That's what
Okay.
you get. Way
I'll
to
take
go,
you there
Brian.
next time
Look at that.
I'm in town. I'll take you there next time I'm in town.
They can
I'm-
separate us for as long as they want, but they can't
I've got a
change us. I
Costco
love that,
where I
man.
live now.
That's right, the Coralville
don't have a
Costco
membership.
with the covered parking.
We
He's at
can
Brian.
park
He's
inside.
got fucking covered
right.
parking.
Yes.
We
We
got
can
2
park
Costcos up here and we don't have covered parking.
That's right.
Nope.
Like
Nobles
today when those
Republic.
storms came through, no problem.
Snotty
Pull
urban
right into the
leftists.
big
Wonderful.
supermarket.
So I also like the brew pub Latza Matza pizza. That's a good one too. We don't get the home run, but our go-to if we can't make it to Costco, just get them a Hy-Vee is the brew pub ones. And we always grab a bunch of those when we're on sale. That's the break in case of emergency.
What's the Boise in the nicest household?
Well, we usually stock up on things that are like, that's why I was asking, is it quality or is it cost?
Oh yeah.
We usually stock up on things that are on sale. Those Bellatoria pizzas, you see those on sale sometimes at
Yeah.
Hy-Vee and stuff. You get a stack of them for like $8 or something, and
Ooh,
we
that sounds
usually
dangerous.
and you see our like the boys, they just prefer like cheese or only pepperoni or whatever. So we don't get all the big fancy weird stuff. We just have a stack of those things and throw them in the pizza oven. It's the only way to go.
And those are good?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't know. I'm not exactly buying a frozen pizza
He's
because it's going to
giving
be a
you're giving the famous Reuben food critic. It won't kill you.
basically. Yeah, no, it's, and I think several times we've talked about this being a food choice that's when there's nothing else in the house, this is what you eat. So why would I spend a whole bunch of money on something it's like a plan C already? So I don't know. Now, Weenus, you seem like the kind of guy that leaves the crust on the plate. Or do you eat the crust?
I usually eat the crust.
Okay, you seem like you would leave the crust behind.
Nope,
That seems
usually
fair,
eat
though.
it. I usually eat it.
Okay.
I like my carbs.
Okay.
You know, that was that was my favorite part of the Tombstone pizzas when you did them the right way. But I always see people leave the Tombstone crusts laying around. Yeah, or as we call them in this house, pizza bones.
Bones. I remember that.
Don't eat
I do
the
remember that.
bones.
Yeah, because Jack would never eat the crust, and he'd come back
Yes.
up, and we'd call them the pizza bones.
Yes, I remember that.
All right, boys. Why don't you wipe the crumbs off your chin and let's get on with things here. What you got for us, Ween?
All right, let's do some whipping around. No doubt someone's wondering where we are by now. So before we get called back to reality, let's stick and move with some quick takes, fast laughs, and then we're out. It's time for a gold-fashioned whip around.
Whip around.
Whip around.
Whip around. All right, it's our usual quarterly mandatory segment. Band names. Bands that do not exist but probably should, right? And so you give me the band name, the genre, and maybe there's just a little story to go along with it. So let's start with John.
I just came up with this from a political event I attended on Saturday. It's actually an organization. I thought it would make a great band name. I don't know if it's funny, but it's good. And it's Future We Demand. And that would be Japanese EDM music and made for people, 22 and under. You're not going to understand any of those lyrics, but it's going to have a hell of a bass drum. That's what I got.
Nice.
Excellent. Now that we have some extra time, let's go to Jocko.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
The gentleman from Des Moines has ceded his time to the gentleman from Johnson County.
All right, here we go, kids. 4 o'clock drop box.
Okay, election commissioner.
Let's be super careful how we define this.
And they do K-Tel album pop rock. K-Tel albums, kids. Google it, kids. K-Tel.
Very
That's
nice.
it. Yeah.
Very nice. Jackson, what's yours?
This one is straight out of the ice cream aisle at your local supermarket. This one is Fudge Ribbon,
Yeah. I like
and
it.
they are a Bananarama cover band.
Oh, wow.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right.
right.
So I found mine in our snack room at work today. It's edamame.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there you go.
They're playing the Shueyville K-pop Music Festival coming up this September. And but here's their thing. All their album covers is a soybean pod, and the little peas in the pod are the faces of the band members.
Yes, you got this marketing. Yes, it's all about the marketing for that.
It's like Teletubbies.
It's all about the marketing.
Yes.
Yeah, all about the marketing.
Listen, if you put enough umlauts in that name, you could go over on into metal.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's what I was thinking, Ween. It's like the best hook for that band would be people would see the name and like, oh, edamame. So I know it's eat a meme.
Right. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Did I say that wrong? No,
it's
sorry.
a meme.
It's
they could do like
meme.
like they do on Bluey. On Bluey, there's one episode they say edamame like 1,000 different ways. They're like Edna's mommy.
Right.
It's
like, no, sorry. No, it's eat a meme or whatever.
Eat a meme. Yeah. All right, boys, we're officially whipped. Swear jar amount to benefit American Cancer Society is up to $305. All right, come on, we can get up to $400 before end of the fiscal year. People, we can do this.
That's good. By the way, I was kind of counting in my head. You guys said the F word a lot this episode. I don't think we're going to get up to 400, but you guys,
we can do this.
Big F bombs today.
Do you know how many listeners we just lost when he said fiscal year?
Ah, fuck.
All right, closing credits, please.
Thank you for listening to Connect More. I'm the producer. Please subscribe and like this podcast because it's my only chance of getting paid for this gig. Connect More is a product of Pan Tiger LLC and is hosted by Brian Danielson, Eric Van Lanker, Jason Nisus, and John Hedgecoff. Connect More is edited by me and Jocko. The showrunners are Jax, Hedge, and Weenus. Theme music written and recorded by Ryan Veeder. Cover art designed by Leon Golden. Musical director is Evil. Legal liaison is Brian. Lead writers are John and Eric. Runner-up writers are Jason and Captain Danielson. Publication coordinator is Jax. Special thanks to GVC, Aaron, Miss Roper, and Yoko. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow Connect More on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.